My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Hearthstone, the Dalaran Heist. Alright, we're gonna go with the anomaly mode Wild Magic. All spells cast an additional time, targets chosen randomly. So, Coinfield Coffers seems a great way to benefit from this, but I have to think, what class has a bunch of spells that you want to cast multiple times, but they don't target anything because the target's chosen randomly, so I don't want to buff my enemy's minions and I don't want to, like, pyroblast my own face. So it depends on what you take in Mage, but it could be in Mage. It's probably not in Rogue. There's a lot of directed spells in Rogue, a lot of directed spells in Priest as well, a lot of directed spells in Hunter. Shaman has a lot of directed spells as well. You can see kind of ignoring most of those. Warrior doesn't have many impactful spells. Paladin, if you're going for a hand buff archetype, you could go for. But a lot of things do an effect in Paladin that you don't want to duplicate. Shrink Ray, Equality, etc. I think it's Druid. I think it's Druid with board buffs. Two Paths is also pretty good. Starfall's garbage. Mark of Nature is garbage. Power of the Wild can be good, but the targets are chosen randomly, so it might actually choose the 3-2. Alright, that's actually a lot worse than I thought it was. I thought that that was going to have Nourish in the deck, and Nourish would be great. But it's not in the deck. I think it's another Ferocity. Really, like, all of these being double cast is great. Well, except for Earthen Scales, but I can either remove that or make sure that I have the largest board when I play it. Don't you dare. Alchemist Wendy ruined my hopes and dreams last episode. I'm not...
Versus Wendy.
Interested in trying something new?
We're not cool. We're not friends anymore, Alchemist Wendy. If you... I'm keeping Plated Beetles so that I have a bad card in hand for you to take. And then I'm going to draw another card at the start of my next turn. You can take that one, fine. Don't take Dreamway Guardians. I will leave the Acorn Bearer in hand so that the enemy has a 50-50 of taking one of these cards, because Dreamway Guardians is really important to me. Don't you dare. Don't. Thank you.
This be our neck of the woods.
And this is why Dreamway Guardians is really important.
What shall we hunt? What shall we hunt?
I hate you so much, Wendy. Oh. So much. It's unbelievable how much I hate you.
Got one.
Fine, I'm gonna control the board like real hard here. Double cast coin, double cast coin. I'll play the Potion of Polymorph. That can't be double casts, but Earthen Scales is fine because there's no enemy minion on the board that it can buff. Also, if the enemy, like, double coins, and then tries to... you lost it. Oh, you're gonna be able to double play that. I was thinking they were gonna double coin, Deranged Doctor, right? Summon the 8-drop. Guess they... No, they still can't. That's fine. Wow. Kill one of your own? Well, at least the enemy has no mana. Unfortunately, I also have no board, and you took my twin spell. So... there's that. Feels like I need value out of my hero power every turn right now. Is that true? Yeah. No, it's not. Bad. Extremely bad. Alright. Okay. As long as the enemy doesn't use volcanic potion now. Great, we win.
Oh no!
Woo!
They're running out!
This is why I wanted to run this build, by the way. So all I need is a little bit of board. Already have a lot of low-cost things, so Togwalgle's dice is garbage. Wow, these are actually all really bad. I would actually skip given the opportunity here. I have so many low-cost things that Robes of Gaudiness are also really bad, right? Because I want to play more than that in a single turn. Also, I don't know, right? All spells cast an additional time. Is that gonna cut me off as soon as I play my first spell? After you play a minion, shuffle 2 copies of it into the deck. They cost 1. I have a lot of bad minions. I don't really want to put those back in the deck. Does mean that I never draw into fatigue, but that was never a problem that we were dealing with in the first place. I'm going to take that so I can just try and flood the board instantly. You suck so much. Kun is really good here at the very least because refresh your mana. Oh, it's refresh your mana crystals, not gain 10. Oh, okay, never mind. It's not good. Living Roots, targets, bad. Wrath, targets, it's bad. I don't really want any of those either. I want a good spells, damn it. Take Beasts and Buff. Especially because Vicious Fledgling can be played on turn 1 here. And then the Vermin can be played on turn 2. Because it halves rounds down with the effect of the Robes of Gaudiness.
Squeamish versus Lindsay!
Lindsay! Great.
Me squeamish.
Good hands.
Druid of the rats. Careful. I'm a sharp one.
It's an especially good hand because if I play the Viral Gibber on turn 1, it's very likely the enemy just uses their next turn to hero power it. Cost 1.
Shall we hunt?
Cost 2.
What shall we hunt?
Alright, time to see whether this works how I hope it would. Yep, never mind, we can duplicate it. Oh, that's so good. And the duplication actually gives me... the duplication of a twin spell effect actually gives me another, another secondary card, because both of the cards I just cast have twin spell. That's wild as hell.
Got one. Got one.
So it's a good deck. The only thing is I need to make sure that most of my stuff is really low cost, so I can do stupid stuff like this. Even though I have Robes of Gaudiness, I'm going for a low cost deck. It's just not gonna be that great overall. Getting extra mana means nothing to me. Getting extra card draw does. So Nourish is good at a 3 cost. If only that was still 5, it'd be 2 cost here. I can't. The rest are just bad minions. We're not getting really good selections right now, unfortunately. But you have to make with what you have, right? You can't lament, oh, I'm not getting all of the perfect options here. You just have to play with what is available. And sometimes that's going to be bad. And then sometimes you're going to be really sad because the enemy will stomp you. And you'll feel like, that wasn't fair. And you'll be right. Talking to you last episode. I'm still mad. I'm still so mad about it. Give me Dreamway Guardians. exactly what I was looking for. We'll go Darnassus, I guess. Getting double nourish next turn. Three. Gain energy? No, we didn't gain energy on the second one. We just drew more cards. It's fine though.
This be our day of the woods.
So obviously it's Dreamway, then Blessing next turn.
What shall we hunt? What shall we hunt? For a moon.
It's a pretty good board state. It's fine, right? From the primordial glyph, eh? Mm-hmm.
I serve the Fire Lord.
Huh. How do I get a board state to buff?
This is for me. The carrot.
Targets chosen randomly, hit your own face. Thank you. Worst case scenario here, the enemy gets a 0-cost freezing potion. Never mind, I forgot I had a coin left. Come on. Well played.
You play well. It's my party, and I'll crash if I wanna.
Whew. Board clears are the most annoying thing for me right now. Can I get Dreamweave Guardians? Can I just have Dreamweave Guardians like offered in a pack here? Dreamweave Guardians. Boom. No Dreamweave Guardians.
Golden candle. Take candle!
No. Soul Reaper's Scythe is a lot better here for us. Helps us suddenly summon another board again. Jade Blossom's actually pretty good. I hate that we have these floops. They're not useful at all for us. If we get Kindle and we can burn out a floop, we'll do that. Definitely. I probably also just want to remove as many minions as possible. Yeah, I'll kick all of that immediately if I get the opportunity.
Always a pleasure.
Those enemy minions could be fine, but we're not a minion deck. We need to get to our spells faster. I guess I could just tell a story and then right-hand man the Feral Gibberer, have that in my opening hand.
Well, we get all types
Fine.
around here. I've heard this story before. It's a good one. Get him out of here. Come back again soon now.
That just always means that I'll start controlling the board on turn 1. Pogo could be terrifying now. Because they used to be 2 mana. They went down to 1 mana. Oh no, my enemy's not affected by Robes of Gaudiness. Never mind. I was thinking that Robes of Gaudiness was an anomaly, so my enemy was also affected by it. Because then they would have 0 mana Pogos, and that would be pretty scary. That's a really good opening hand.
Druid of the rats.
Literally just the 2 left sides of it, I mean. Feral into Dreamway. Turn 1, I'll have a pretty good board. Give me the twin spell off the top of the deck. You can do it next turn, it's fine.
What shall we hunt? What shall we hunt?
Do I nourish for the card draw?
Squeaky springs, oiled.
Got one.
No. We don't nourish for the card draw. We'll get another Gibberer. And just go face.
Got one.
I also shouldn't have attacked the Case of Cash. That's almost certainly cheat death. Blessing of Ancients is great, yeah. Ah, I went for the extra draw.
Got one.
Is it always going to go for the extra draw? We can see that over the course of this run. By the way, Sorry for Scythe is so important that I'll probably end up staying here until I find a way to use it. That said, this enemy's deck might not have anything that I want to use the Sorry for Scythe with. Longer we're here, though, the far better an opportunity we have to capitalize on it. So yeah, like I can Blessing Ancients twice here. But I play Floops first. Because then the Blessing of Ancients can give me 2 twin spells back, because otherwise I wouldn't have space in hand for it.
Got one. Got one.
And he's immune. Obviously I could hero power right now, it doesn't matter, right? The only thing that matters is waiting until the enemy has a minion on board that I want to hit with the Sorcerer's Scythe. If indeed such a thing is possible. Good board play.
Bounce. Mission start.
Are you gonna... Yeah, pull that back.
Me hand is full. Got one.
It's a pretty good board state, right? I'm gonna kill the Cache of Cash here. So why am I doing that? So that the enemy has the ability to use those coins to try and get a bigger minion out of their hand. I don't know if they have any bigger minions, though. They might not. This could all be fraught. That's both of your fans gone, though.
All charged up.
So when you summon a minion back with the Sorry for Scythe, you're not getting it with buffs. So
Got one. Got one.
So as a result, obviously I don't go for that. Astral Tiger is not a beast. Feral Gibberer is not a beast. There's a lot of things that aren't beasts that I assumed were when I took the beast package.
This isn't Moonglade.
Big minion. Ooh, you started out with a coin. It's looking good for me.
I'll make you a real toy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take a 6/6. Bye, Pogo. I'm glad I waited. All targeted. Can't do that. Destroy a minion. Your opponent draws 2 cards. I'm gonna go with Nurture and Grow. I'm getting a lot of ramp here. Not a lot of anything I want.
There is being no honor among thieves.
So Mo, every time I play a coin, or is it every time a coin is played? I think it's every time a coin is played. So the duplication of coin should ideally get Mo to draw 2 cards. What I'm saying here is I think I might be able to deck out Mo.
Kobold friend, you is wanting to hear about adventures?
I might be able to deck out Mo. Feral Loot. So Reaper Scythe means obviously I'll wait until Mo summons. Trogzor the Burninator? Do I play Aspirant or just Diamol Hero Power? Diamol Hero Power. Because this gets me another Gibber in hand, and then I can just immediately develop that to the board. One draw. Second one doesn't trigger. Okay, so yeah, we can't just deck out Mo with the coin set. Damn it. So it's a high cost minion, but it's not a minion I actually want to hit with the Sorrow Scythe. I'm gonna double coin, play the Ancient of War for card draw.
Who's ready to make some money?
Don't want that. Let's double and open summons.
This isn't Moonglade.
That's pretty good. You out. And what board clear is the enemy most likely to have? Probably Fan.
What you got there?
Right.
Give me more, give me more!
Fine. You can get a lot of gibberish out if I want. Just gain mana crystals here. Man, it gave me mana crystals the entire time. Okay, neat. Obviously the wrong order, but it's fine.
Trog carries coins for me.
That'll do. Coins are really good. Are coins really good for me? Not really. I don't think that's actually enough. Goodbye, Berkeley Bully, but I'll be waiting for something a little bit better, thank you. It's fine if I miss out on my top decks. Okay. It was fine if I missed out on my top decks, but now I'm a little sad. You can see, this is why Robes of Gaudiness is a problem for us. I could develop this entire hand. I'll take Trade Prince. That'll do. Hey! Geppetto and Trade Prince. I'm just gonna stack legendaries on these, I guess. Legendaries that you fight in this mode. Interesting. I have no problem with playing spells. My minions are already uncontested. Small backpacks, extra draw. Sure. Whispers of the Old Gods is pretty good. The Steladrises are both garbage, though. Right? How many choose ones do I have in the entire deck? Maya Keeper. And Nourish. And Law. Arcane Giant won't cast... won't count the fact that I've, like, double cast spells. And Malagos, like, we obviously don't really want spells that Malagos can affect, because typically those are targeted. Unless it's something like Swipe, because Swipe exclusively says an enemy. Deal 4 damage to an enemy and 1 damage to all other enemies. So Malagos would be incredible with that, but we don't have that. I could just go for the card draw. This Your Drake helps me get some control on the board. The 2 Keeper Steladrises do feel a little bit weak. Whispers of the Old Gods, at the very least, is a 5-drop. I usually have board control, so I can just use that to pump my entire board. I think my card draw is a little lacking. Like, because I do have card draw in this deck, definitely. Small backpacks, the Loot Hoarder, and Nourish, and Ancient of Lore. Nourish can be used for a ridiculous amount of card draw, though. Steladris giving me the buffs is actually not even good though. Like, splitting up Nourish, I don't need more draw than 6. I don't need more energy gain than 4. Drawing a card, restoring 5 health is garbage. Yeah, it's just a draw. It's just a natural draw though.
Breaking some chaos and greed with relaxing beverage.
Alright, so the best thing that we can get here is... Tall Tales is actually really good. Tall Tales tell a story and have my Feral Gibber on board.
Ah, friendly face. Usual?
We got tell a story. Beginning of turn, cast a spell you've cast this turn. Targets are random. I mean, that obviously synergizes with our deck. But I can't recruit it without taking all of the enemy minions, and I don't want all of them.
What would Master Rat do?
I don't know if I want any of these minions. You're all fired, and then I'm gonna brood.
Ah, big move.
Didn't find anything I want. I would actually, like, go you're fired again if I had the opportunity right now. I guess I tell a story for the Vicious Fledgling so that it can possibly stick around for a little bit longer. And I'm gonna float the rest of my gold here. Don't want it.
And chaos you're causing.
It'd be nice if you got something for floating a gold, like just a tiny, tiny thing. Obviously, it shouldn't be better than any of the effects that you can pay for with gold. Maybe, like, if there was a 1 gold reroll the abilities that you could use, that would be pretty good.
Squeamish versus
Vashno.
Me Squeamish, Druid of the Rats.
That's an opening hand.
About to see how explosive the elements can be.
So you do extra effects of your overload spells, right? So you will actually be able to clear my board occasionally. I do need to worry about that. Yeah, your spells with overload cost thrice. Well, actually, 4 times, right? So the enemy, at the very least, for the next turn, is completely locked out of being able to do anything. So then it's Astral Blessing next turn.
I'm a bit topped out here, man.
Okay, alright, I guess. Yikes.
nuts to you.
It's a big minion. Oh no. That's
Big storm brewing here.
hit face. Jade is a really good build for us to draft into if we could get it. I just need board presence.
Guess I'd best be taking a break.
Guess you'd best be. I can heal back up as soon as I've cleared the enemy's board. I need Earthen Scales to be cast on an empty board, ideally. Yeah, I figured that was going to happen eventually. I'm almost certainly dead.
What would Master Rat do?
It's not like I can just like combo off with things like Nourish, because as soon as I try and draw, then I only have one card left that I can play, and I don't have any card that clears the entire enemy board in my deck. I'll remove a minion from the board. I didn't use my Acorn Bearer because I want to leave as many minions on my board as possible, so it's as likely as possible that I get extra buffs here. I should also Hero Power, probably Hero Power and Blessing of Ancients before I do anything here. Do I want to sack one of my minions first? So I remove one minion on my board for it to hit, one minion on their board for it to hit. That seems fair.
Gonna keep me waiting.
As long as I possibly can.
Nuts to you.
Three out of 8, 3 out of 8, 3 out of 8. Yeah! Double board clear. I'll win this one eventually.
Let's do that again, element.
Good trades, real clever. I still think I die now though. Enemy has like lethal on board. All I can do is try and draw into a taunt that I know that I actually don't have in my deck.
Why the bad guys always wanting to attack Dalaran?
Alright. Not a taunt. Not a taunt. We lose. Way.
What shall we hunt?
That is so cruel. An 8/8 on turn 2. After full clearing my board on turn 1, you know, it happens. Clearly.
You had no chance against this storm.
Evidently. At the very least, we've unlocked Life Bloom. And the random Druid deck. I'm not super pleased with a couple of things that have gone on recently in terms of RNG and Hearthstone. Just a little. Sorry for Scythe would have been nice. That would have been a pretty easy way for me to be removing the giant from my enemy's board, as well as summoning my own board state that would have helped me control the board. Jade Blossom and getting more Jade Blossoms was like a really good thing just because of the summon of the Jade as well as the Empty Mana Crystal. The Empty Mana Crystal didn't really matter that much to us because we already had enough mana. Robes of Gaudiness turned out to be a lot better in that build, but you can see exactly in the end game where it stopped working. And that's as soon as I had all of the mana that I needed out of things like Floops and, you know, all of the ramp that we were kind of forced to put in our deck, it started becoming god-awful because it stopped me from being able to generate a board that could actually deal with my enemy's board state. Another thing that was a big problem for us is that we weren't really offered, like we were offered one restorative package, which was like a couple of defenses and a couple of heals. They weren't particularly high value cards though. We weren't offered more copies of Dreamway Guardian. We weren't offered many spells that we actually wanted to dual cast either, save, you know, Jade Blossom effectively. just rough. Well, for the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game. My name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Hearthstone, the Dalaran Heist. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.